Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, we have a black screen. What's going to happen? You don't know. I'm keeping mystery. What are we doing? Oh, here we go. We're going to make a slide presentation by me, Brian Miller. So step one, create a slide, a title slide. So here's what we're going to do. So first of all, you're going to go to your Google Drive. You're going to go to your life skills folder. You're going to go to your ROAR folder. And then in here, you're going to make a new Google slide. We're going to make a presentation. Okay. Once you do that, we need to create a title slide. All right, well, let's go back. So what you do that, we'll make a Google slide. What you do that, you've got to create your first slide, which is a title slide. So you're going to type in the title. So the person that you're going to do it is going to be on a role model that represents the ROAR tenets. So the responsibility, outreach, awareness, and respect. So you're going to put their name here, and then you're going to put your name right here. Okay. Okay, so you're going to put your title and then your name here. Okay, so the next step, we have to change the visuals. Okay, so we got to choose a theme. Okay, so once you put your name in here, you have to come over here and pick a theme that you like that represents that person. So click a theme and change that theme. Okay, all right, so now after you choose a theme, you're going to set the transitions. We'll do transitions later in the color later. So we'll do that later. So if you want to add pictures, you can, but I think I'm going to talk about that in the next slide. Okay, so more visuals, layouts, images, and backgrounds. Okay, so on the next slide, so we're gonna add a slide, and this is going to be the introduction. Okay, and then we're going to add another slide, and this is going to be the agenda. Okay, but we're going to add another slide, and you're going to start talking about the person. You're going to probably want to change the background. So you're going to go, slide, and you're going to go slide layout, and you're going to choose one of these layouts. Something like this right here would probably be best because you can put text over here, and then you can add your picture over here. Okay, so you change layouts. Um, Okay, so adding images. Let's talk about how to add images. I'm going to hit escape on this. All right. So how are you going to add images? Okay, the best way to add images is to go here. So let's say you're going to do it on, so I did it on C.S. Lewis. Okay, I'm going to search for images. The easiest way to do it is to find an image. You click on it, you right click, and you copy that image, by the way, and you have to remember where you got it from. So we're going to go back in a second. So you're going to click over here, and then I'll press Control and V to paste, and then I'll scooch it over here. We don't want to crowd it up against the wall. Okay, we got to give it some nice white space. Okay, so now that we've done this, we're going to go down to the bottom, our last slide, called our Works Cited page, and we're going to paste in that URL. So we're going to come over here, we're going to copy this, Control C to copy, come over here, and we're going to paste that. So you need a Works Cited page. Okay, all right, so let's keep going. Um, okay, so we've got images, layouts, images. We just did images and then backgrounds. Okay, if you want to change the background, you're going to go to Slide, change background, and you can put something in the background. But make sure when you do a background, you can actually see the words. Okay, so here's what my slideshow is going to look like. Clive Staples Lewis, C.S. Lewis by Brian Miller. The introduction. So this is just an attention getter to get people's attention, like why should they listen? Okay, then we're going to do an agenda slide. Oh, by the way, somebody might ask, hey, how do you get bullets? Well, you click over here on more and you add bullets. Okay, so about C.S. Lewis, a quote, by the way, notice I'm following the 7x7 rule. I'm not putting too many words. Okay, so the agenda is all about C.S. Lewis and then a quote. So here it is. Notice that I've changed the layout. So I went to slide, apply layout, and I chose a layout where it could give me, oops, I'm going to undo that, where it could give me text over here and a picture over here. So you can see I pasted the picture over here. Okay. The next slide is going to be a quote. Okay. And this should say quote. Okay, and then we have the conclusion. Just notice again 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, I went a little bit far on that one, but overall, it's still easy to read, so I think that would be okay. But overall, you want to follow the 7x7 rule. And then on the back, here's where I got the picture, and then the rest where the quote came from. Okay, and then finally, I want to teach you about animation. Now, on this particular slide, So on this particular slide, well, you don't want all this text to come up all at once, right? You want to ask some questions. Hey, what famous children's story did C.S. Lewis write? And then you want to ask that question, right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to slide, and we're going to go to change transition, okay? And so what we're going to do is we're going to, first of all, we're going to put a slide from right, and we're going to apply that to all slides, and we'll see what that looks like. Okay, and then we want to add some animation, so we'll hit play, and so what that does is you can see that's how the slides come in. Okay, so then the next thing we're going to do is we want to add some animation to this, so we'll select that text, we'll hit add animation, and you can choose whatever you want, and you have to do it by paragraph. Okay, so now when this work comes in, now it's going to slide in, and then, okay, what famous children's story did C.S. Lewis write? And then he was an Oxford professor. Anyway, so they're adding animation. You can also add animation to pictures as well. Okay, that's it. Make it happen.